Okay, so most definitely this is a BBNE TV, and of course my name is now British Accra. Please do want to subscribe to our channel, like, and of course leave a comment in the comment section. Now it is a pleasure, okay, to be on your screens, especially the iPhones. Speaking of iPhones, I heard the new iPhone is in town, and the big girls are finding their own ways and means to get it. So if you also know something you can do to get it, and it's positive, please do want to get it as well. I'm currently seated in Tigali Hotel inside Dansoman. It's a very special thank you to these people for having us here. I want to say special thank you to Mr. David, of course, to Berima, to Kekeli, big shout outs to you guys, to Kalis, to everybody supporting the team. Don't forget to share our videos. When I post the link there, you dey hear me. You know, because just they go there, then go spy, then can't sit down, then if you know then they can't tell me say, you dey do this, you dey do this. No, leave the comments there, make my bosses see, say yeah, they get all the force. I'm currently with someone very, very I'm finding words, I'm finding the right words for her, and it's like these days when you on your phone and you've subscribed to a particular link that gives you news all the time, all you could hear is this bad girl Nafisah. So I spoke to my boss, I just wanted to meet her in person since she's taking over Ghana now. And so she's here with me in Tigali Hotel, and we are here to talk to her about her life and other things you wish to know as well. Please stay tuned. Nafisah.
Yes, my love.
How are you?
I'm fine, by God's grace.
How is life treating you?
Oh, we are managing, because it's not easy, seriously, but we are managing. So far as we have life, we'll still fight till we get to where we want to get to.
Okay. So far in Ghana, as I'm talking to you, you are one of the most talked about people. How does that make you feel?
I feel okay and I feel happy. Because as human beings, someone needs to talk about you. Yes, so when people talk about me, in fact, I feel very happy when they talk about me. Because I'm a kind of girl that I want people to talk about me.
Okay. So let's take it from, not actually from the top. Let's take it from the beginning. Can you tell me how you grew up?
Okay. This question here. You see, I was born in Accra here.
Okay.
Zongo Nungwa. With my mom. My father passed away, so I have to go and stay with my auntie.
Okay.
At the village, Borga.
Okay.
Actually, I'm a Nodna from Borga.
Okay.
So when I was there, my auntie's a kind of person, but she's a kind of woman that she's a very busy woman. She never had time for children. She's always busy at her markets selling to raise her money. So like when my father died, then I have to move to my auntie to stay with my auntie. And the reason was my mom was too young to take care of me and my junior brothers when my father died, because my mom gave birth to, my mom got married at the age of somewhere when she was like 15 years. Early marriage. So when she gave birth to us, when my father passed away, we are three. She was too young to take care of her, so I have to go to my auntie, and my other junior brothers also go to different places. I have other aunties. So in so doing, one thing about my auntie was she has never laid her hands on me, but she has never had time for me. Imagine as a kid, let's say I was like 8 years when I was with her. As a kid, then you leave a child all day. Like when I wake up, there'll be money on the table. Take this money, go to school. I'll close from school. No woman in the house. I'm the only. So I was forced to follow ladies. I was forced to follow friends who were even older than me. Some of them, I followed them. They'll be like, okay, Nafisah, it was a zongo. So by all means, nasty things and naughty things will be going on there. So I was following ladies who were older than me. So some of them would be like, escort me to I should escort them to their boyfriend place. So I'll be like, okay, so we'll go there. That's at the age of 8 to 9 years. I'll escort them Then because I'm a kid in Zongo, if they see you holding rubber, they won't know that it's weed. So their boyfriends will be like, I should go and buy weed for them. And I know where I know where they sell the weed. So I'll go and buy the weed and come. Then the girlfriend will be drinking and they'll be smoking. Then they'll even be having sex in front of me.
Whoa.
But because I was a kid, I didn't know what it was. And my auntie too was a kind of woman that she would close very late, like 11 to 12. So by that time, I'm home.
Yeah.
So in the morning, like say by 5 o'clock, she has left the house. She'll come back so she didn't know my daytime, day to day, how I was roaming, how I was. She never even had time to even wash my uniform. I was the one washing my uniform myself because she was always busy at the market. So because of that, I broke my virginity at the age of 11 years to a guy who was like 26 years old. I was actually raped because he put weed in coke for me to take, so I was unconscious. And next time I woke up.
Let me come in here. Was he your boyfriend?
He wasn't my boyfriend. He was like a friend. Like some of the big girls, some of the grown girls I was following.
Okay.
Because when I close from school, I have nothing to do at home. So I just be following girls like my friends to the Zongo. Sometimes some of them, when they are going, they'll call me. So one of them, the boyfriend, so he called me to come and buy weed for him, and I did. So after that, he puts the weed inside the coke. Me, I didn't know. It was after the police had him in custody. Then the police asked him, what did he give me? Then he was like, he put weed inside coke for me to drink. So after I took it, I was tipsy. It's like mada. I don't know where I am. I don't know what is happening to me. And he had his way through me.
Okay.
You understand? So because I was a kid at that time, there were some small damages, so they have to send me to the hospital. But thank God I was able to survive it. Nothing happened. It's only the pain and the blood. So from there I never had sex. So when I was in JHS and I started having sex here and there.
But before that, after you came out from that particular trouble, how was life? How did life treat you? Were you still going out with those friends?
No, I wasn't, because after I came out from that trouble, my auntie found out that she was doing me more harm because she doesn't have time for me.
Okay.
I won't lie to you. I was really frustrated. Even though I was a kid, I didn't know what was going on, but I was really, because my friends, my classmates were making fun of me. Charlie, Nafisah, oh, you can't give birth for damages, oh, your pussy is big, oh, your blah blah. Hope you understand. So my auntie has to take me to the village, which is Kalugu. That's the same burger.
Okay.
So I have to go and stay there with my uncle's wife. That's my stepmother.
Because of the discrimination and all
and
that.
she too, because of the kind of lifestyle I was living there, because the lifestyle I was living there was Naffy. Me sorry, I'm chinchi, because my auntie wasn't there to be like sit down. So when I was there, so when she took me to the village, that attitude was there that me pon school, I mean Naffy, na me chinchi.
Okay.
You understand? So I was just roaming, and I had friends. So those friends were like, Charlie, I want to give you a boyfriend. I was like, okay. So the second time I was about to have sex, I was really scared because the first one pained me a lot. I was like, the guy was like, okay, don't worry, you will enjoy it. So the guy started smooching me, kissing me,
so
and I felt it. And we had sex. I mean, we had sex for the second time. It was
At
awesome.
what age was that?
Oh, that's somewhere 14 years to
14
15
years.
years. Yes, 14 to 15 years. So because of that issue, in a school I attended 4 senior high schools before completing.
Wow.
And at my first school, within 3 years, my first school was Rock Foundation Senior High. I said Rock Foundation, Wiaga Senior High. That school, I didn't like that school because that school never liked me. The school didn't like me, and I didn't like the school. I didn't like everybody, including the teachers. Fuck the teachers.
Please.
Sorry.
You
We are on
can-
TV, sorry. I thought we are outside.
Okay, so
you
basically didn't like the school.
I didn't like the school, and the school didn't like me. We never liked each other. So if you don't like something, you have to go, right?
But is a school supposed to like you?
Yeah, the school have to like me because I'm a student. So you have to like me. And the computer that placed me there, in fact, that computer didn't try at all. Didn't try.
Okay, so what happened before you left there?
So I left there and I went to a different school.
What happened?
Well, I didn't like
Because
the school.
you just didn't like the school.
I didn't like the school. I don't like. I didn't like the school, and the school self didn't like me.
Okay, so you just
We didn't
left.
like each other. So I left the school and I went to a different school. The second school I went was Golden Step Senior High. I went to that school instead of me to sit down and learn. I fell in love with my teacher, Mukaila. That is his name, Mukaila. Mukaila. That's the name of the teacher.
You fell in love with your
yes,
teacher.
and we were dating seriously. I loved him I loved him then. I loved him. So we're dating, then the owner of the school was like, hell no, you guys cannot be dating in my school. So he has to sack the teacher. I was like, okay, since you've sacked my boyfriend, also give me my transfer so that I'll leave the school. That's one term in that school, just one term, like 3 months in that school. So I left the school, and then my boyfriend was like, oh, Nafisa, do you know I love you so much? I was like, I love you too. And he was like, okay, you be at home, let me search for a different school, then I'll ask you to come to that school. I was like, okay. So I was at home for like 2 weeks. He had a new school, which is Rock Foundation Senior High. Then he called me that I should come and pick a form and fill. I went. So in that school, the owner of the school knew that, oh, he's my boyfriend. So like I had 2 homes in that school. I could sleep in the girls' dormitory, or I could go to his house and sleep. His house was just a walking distance. So sometimes I will be in the house cooking, maybe, whilst my other friends are inside the class teaching. A lot of things happened. I won't lie to you. So it got to a point and my mom called me and was like, Nafisa, you are my daughter and I love you so much. Even though I didn't raise you, but when I speak to you, you have to listen, because I'm your mother, and I've been through I've gone through a lot of mistakes, and I don't want you as my daughter to go through that mistakes. You are still young, so why don't you leave that guy you call your boyfriend? Try and learn, get a good result, further your education. A good man will come and marry you, because what I'm doing, it won't help me. I really felt it, and I thought of it that it's true, because that man Mukaila wasn't doing me anything good, because when I was dating him, I wasn't learning. I was having sex like water. You understand? Because I sleep in his house. I could sleep at the dormitory. I wasn't concentrating in school. Blah blah blah. So I left him.
Okay.
I left him in the school, all because there's no way I can be in that school, and whilst he's there, I won't lie to you, I had feelings for him. So it was very difficult for me to ignore the feelings I have for him and stay there. So my mom advised me, okay, I have to leave the school. So I left the school and went to Excellence College.
Okay.
Excellence. Yes. No, that one was in Wale Wale. Okay. Excellence College. So I went there and I told the man, okay, Papa, this is my results. So these are the kind of schools I've been to. I want to come and be a student here. And the man, I left that school without taking any transfer letter. So I have to go to the man and apologize, like beg him to accept him, because it's very difficult to go to a school without a transfer letter. So I told the man, and the man was like, in a condition that I will learn. I was like, I will learn. So even though it was left with half a year for me to write. So I was like, okay. That was last year. So I wrote last year.
Okay.
I completed last year. So after I wrote my exams, the results came, and I was like, oh, I didn't do bad, even though I would have done better if I had learned earlier.
Yeah.
So so I came back to Accra to meet my mom. But all this while, I loved acting, like movie like this. I loved to act, but music wasn't in my mind at that time. So when I came to Accra, I met one guy at the studio, the winner of MTN Hitmaker, Material. So I met him, and I hope I'm not talking too much.
Oh, it's okay.
So I met one guy, Material, and he was like, bad girl. He called me Nafisa initially. So I was like, oh, Charlie, don't worry, my name is Nafisa, but I don't pray. I'm a Christian now. He said, okay. So the guy was singing. He was singing. I was like, wow, Charlie, he should write something for me to try on. He was like, okay.
First of all, what did you go to the studio to do? Because
the studio guy was my friend.
Okay.
like where I stay at the this in my mom's place is just a walking distance. So sometimes I just go there, but not to sing or something. But the guy came and we're vibing. That's Naffy, the winner of MTN Hitmaker. Shout outs to you. So he was like, "Oh, Charlie, I can sing." He wrote a song for me and was like, "Let's do the song together." And the song goes this way: "Bad girl Nafisah, only me I roll it. That's why every man want to feel it. Sexy girl Nafisah, only me I dip it. That's why every man want to have it." So he wrote the song and we did it. It was very, very nice. So I was like, "Oh, I have the talent of singing." So I asked him to write more songs for me. It's like, "Okay, I don't have a problem." Okay. So he wrote more songs for me, and so after the song I was like, "Oh, shall I have talent for singing, or shall let me look for a manager?" So there were few people I spoke to, like, "Oh, Charlie, I want you to manage me." They are like, "You don't have you have songs, but you don't have video. Right now, it's not easy for them to manage. It's involved." I was like, "Okay, since you don't want to manage me, I'll start everything on my own."
Okay.
So I did a song and did a video. I asked the guy to write the song for me, Pussy Controller. Natira wrote the song, and I went to Beat God at his stays at the studio is around Kaswa. So I went there and recorded the song, and I paid cameramen, I paid people that will shot the video, put it on YouTube, and it's working on well. Right now there are people in to manage me, but some of them I'm still thinking, because the kind of deal they are coming in with is not actually strong like that. And I wouldn't want to go into a business that I won't earn anything.
Okay.
Then it's better I just be managing everything on my own.
Okay.
So right now I don't have a manager, but people are in to manage me. But
you're taking it cool.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. Yeah.
Okay, and you decided to sing.
Yes.
And then you chose Bad Girl
Yes.
Nafisah.
Yes. Why? Because me and Kasana, me a bad girl.
So you've accepted that you're a bad
Oh,
girl.
I'm a bad. But it depends on the kind of bad girl you think. Because when someone says a bad girl, we have different definition. Everybody has his own explanation. I'm a bad girl because there are certain things I can do that even those who call themselves bad girl cannot do. Yeah.
So you are the baddest.
I'm the baddest, the baddest in Ghana. The baddest, the baddest.
Interesting. I have heard body controller.
Pussy controller. It's not body controller. It's pussy controller. I never said body controller. I said pussy controller.
And then Soko Pim Pim.
Yes, Soko Pim Pim. There are other songs. Pull out my panty. I have so many songs.
Why do you choose such titles for your songs?
One, because I love sex a lot. Two, I love sex a lot. I love sex. In fact, if like I get sex, like every day I feel hammer like 5 times a day.
Is it because you experienced it at a very tender age?
No, it's because the one doing it do it well. So I enjoy it. Anything that if the person is doing it, he do it well, I enjoy it. So it's because the one fucking me, the one riding me, the one giving me the doggy style, I enjoy it. That is why I love to have it all the time.
So that is why you choose. So how many songs so far do you have?
I have like 15 more songs playing. To some of them I have not recorded yet.
Okay. Yes,
but it doesn't mean say because I'm a bad girl and I love sex, it means all my songs has to do with sex. No. I sing a song when I feel like this song I want it. I have other songs that it doesn't talk about sex. Any grown person can sing it. Like this Soko Pim Pim like this, it doesn't talk about sex. Pussy Controller talks about sex. Pull Out My Pants, it talks about sex. And there are other ones that have sang but no title, no video, nothing yet. But soon it will soon drop.
Okay, so how many videos have you shot so far?
Right now 2, Pussy Controller and Soko Pim Pim.
Okay, interesting. Do you know how I got to know you?
No, unless you tell me, baby girl.
Okay. Tiny is a godfather.
Tiny is your godfather?
Yes.
Tiny?
Yes.
You mean my Tiny? Or which of the Tiny are we talking about?
Yes, he is a godfather.
Okay.
Okay, so...
He's your godfather?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can see where I'm heading to.
Okay. No, talk. Don't worry. Talk. Let's talk.
So I woke up one morning and it was all over social media that
okay.
Someone took off her panty.
Yeah.
on stage
Yes.
while I was performing.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, who is this girl? Let me just find out more about her. And I got to know Bad Girl Nafisah.
Yeah, man. Namida.
Did you really do that?
Yeah, I did that.
Was it intentional?
No, it wasn't intentional. You see, when I was performing,